2020 Nissan Xterra, 2020 Nissan Xterra 4X4, new Nissan Xterra 2020, 2020 Nissan Xterra gas mileage, new cars by. Welcome to our car blog. This time we will be sharing information about the latest cars is coming from Nissan brand. The title of an article we take is 2020 Nissan Xterra, 2020 Nissan Xterra 4X4, new Nissan Xterra 2020, 2020 Nissan Xterra gas mileage, new cars by. We will be discuss details about this car, ranging from reviews, concept, redesign, rumors, exterior, interior, specs, changes, engine, colors, pictures, release date and also prices. Congratulations to read and we hope you enjoy it and then we'll come back again here. 2020 Nissan Xterra, 2020 Nissan Xterra 4X4, new Nissan Xterra 2020, 2020 Nissan Xterra gas mileage, new cars by. The Nissan company has as of late uncovered the all-new fair-size SUV which we trust that it could be the most current 2020 Nissan Xterra. Along these lines, if the most recent gossipy tidbits turn out to be valid, we can soon expect the rebound of the Xterra show. The 2020 Nissan Xterra has made its first introduction in 2010 and afterward as a result of the moderate deals it has been stopped in 2015. The second era of this model has been displayed in 2005 when it has gotten the noteworthy overhaul. For the most part, the Xterra show is a decent decision for every one of the individuals who cherish experience on account of its great rough terrain abilities. Presently it accompanies 3-push seating arrangement also and will be founded on the body-on-line engineering. The forthcoming Xterra ought to be exhibited at the Beijing Motor Show and ought to speak to the cutting-edge demonstrate. Then again, other than the rebound of the new 2020 Nissan Xterra, the organization is likewise wanting to present the cutting-edge Nissan Frontier which ought to likewise have the same underpinnings with the Xterra demonstrate. The Frontier model will be worked in Canton, Mississippi and it will highlight sleeker and milder plan. The key contenders of the most current Xterra will be Toyota Fortuner, Ford Everest, Mitsubishi Montero Sport and Chevrolet Trailblazer which are each of the 7-seaters. 2020 Nissan Xterra engine. With regards to the motor, the present model is fueled by a 4.0-liter V6 motor. This one can create 261 pull and 281 pound-feet of torque. It sets with a 6-speed manual transmission. Be that as it may, the inquiry is the thing that motor self-control the up-and-coming 2020 Nissan Xterra. As indicated by the most recent news, the future Nissan ought to touch base with a 2.5-liter inline-4. This motor ought to have the capacity to create around 183 steeds and it will be accessible for the Chinese market. 2. The company still hasn't affirmed if the new 2020 Nissan Xterra will be accessible in the United States. Like we have already finished up, 2020 Nissan Xterra is currently prepared for a few changes under its hood and skin keeping in mind the end goal to increase enhanced efficiency and gas mileage. To do that, new Xterra may get a modified stage, a few changes with suspension framework and motor too. Be that as it may, the exact information is as yet not accessible and we should sit tight for the company Grave Accent's official declaration. With regards to the motor, the new Nissan will in all likelihood utilize an indistinguishable motor from its precursor. It is a 4.0-liter V6 motor. This unit has the yield of 261 steeds and 281 pound-feet of torque. It ought to be combined with a 6-speed manual gearbox. Be that as it may get a 5-speed programmed gearbox as well. The spick-and-span Xterra will be offered with raised tackle-wheel drive frameworks. Then, the efficiency of the present model is appraised at 16 miles per gallon in the city and 22 miles per gallon on the thruway in best case. In this manner, we are planning to see it with better fuel utilization this time. 2020 Nissan Xterra interior and exterior. The forthcoming 2020 Nissan Xterra should ride on a similar design which supports the Navara pickup truck. This stage will likewise be utilized as a part of the cutting-edge Frontier demonstrate. Talking about the outside plan, the 2020 Xterra will speak to the cutting-edge demonstrate, so it will in all likelihood touch base with numerous alterations. Obviously, it will keep the unmistakable rough appearance, however we can expect changes on both front and back sashes. Those ought to incorporate another outline of the grille, restyle headlamps which should look more present day this time. On the back, which will be more adjusted, there will in all probability be updated guard and new tail lights. With regards to the inside, The 2020 Nissan Xterra will be exceptionally extensive and will offer roomier lodge this time. It will have 3 lines of seats and will have the capacity to oblige 7 travelers. Be that as it may, the 5-situate arrangement ought to likewise be accessible. Looking all things considered, the 2020 Nissan Xterra will hold its rough and square-shaped appearance. Notwithstanding, there will be a few adjustments of the front and back side. Be that as it may, the general state of the vehicle will remain the same. In this way, the front belt will be updated with new grille and more present-day headlights. On the back, there ought to be a few refinements which concerns guards and tail lights. The inside of the 2018 Nissan Xterra ought to be revived with delicate touch materials and further developed innovation highlights. Moreover, lodge ought to be more agreeable and calmer than previously. The dashboard ought to get the new show with infotainment framework. In addition, a portion of the accessible highlights will be satellite radio, steadiness control framework, warmed controlling haggle-on. 2020 Nissan Xterra release date and price. The new 2020 Nissan Xterra ought to be demonstrated 2 years from now. Discussing the cost, there is still no any official information. All things considered, our association predicts the new Nissan Xterra will be there from up any rate $30,000. The best trims will review $40,000. As it might be, this is an astonishing game plan with more unmistakable dental and security glare. Thanks.